Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm going to show you my website on Create Your Own Comics. So I'm right now on my homepage, and I'm going to read something about it. So, hi, welcome to my website. My name is Anna, and this website is going to teach you how to make a comic book. You will learn the basics of making a solid comic book. You will learn how to draw, write, and use creative thinking with the help of my website. I am so excited to teach all of you to make a comic book. This website will teach you how to make a comic book with the simple and easy materials that you will probably have around the house. I'm going to tell you about the steps to make a comic book. I will have videos to show an example. Making a comic book will help with your creative thinking. And if you love drawing, I suggest to make a comic book. So this is going to be step 1 out of the process of making a comic book. It's loading right now, and I put each individual video on here, although I have a playlist that puts all of these videos together, including this one. So step 1 is when so I'm on step 1 right now, and step 1 is when you start drawing, letting your mind take you anywhere. This helps building a strong main or not so main character. So it's like an other character in a story, like Harry Potter, if Harry's the main character. But I don't think like Hagrid's as big of the main character as him. So I started drawing, and after that I wanted to make a character trait for the character I'm drawing. Then I want to figure out how his feelings mainly are in this comic book, and you can write down other things too, like what the plot is or what the character's weaknesses are. Like if your character's a superhero, like it can fly, maybe its weaknesses, I don't know, like fighting a bad guy and like making everyone feel like he knows or something like that. The options are endless because the comic books are about putting your mind to it. I chose this as step 1 because it starts you off with a character that you can build and on, and so it's possibly it can be chosen. And I think once you get your character or characters done with it, can affect a plot or a solution.
I only see these.
So now I'm going on step 2. So step 2 is kind of like the first step. Step 2 is mainly focusing on making an evil character once that main character is made from step 1. You will also want to follow most of steps from step 2, but I will tell you other steps as well. So you want to use some of steps from step 1, but you don't have to use all of them. That's just a suggestion. You want to have a solution to your story, but the evil character has to affect the solution and the problem. The character has a choice of being destroyed or learns their lesson and becomes a good life. Unless you learn a different way that you could add this, like something like a different idea than learning their lesson or
Just press update.
going in jail or something. The evil character starts the story in a bad way, but the main character has to solve the problem.
Yep.
So normally, the main character is always going to be the good guy, the best person. But sometimes you could always just spice things up a bit and switch things around the other way. So I didn't write much with step 3 because it's really easy. So step 3 is a simple title that brings out and pops out your comic book. So I'm going to now say that step 1 is one of the most important ones because it shows a lot of character and how you can affect your emotions onto that character and then make a whole video on it or something, and then you can start drawing using your drawing skills. Like you could use watercolors or and step 2 is not as important because you can always just like use the steps from step 1 to make this, but it's a little bit better because you want to really build a solid character with the evil character, because normally you have one main character and one solid evil character. But you could always just like make 3 main characters or something like that. You just can't make every single character the biggest character there is. And make sure the evil guy has a really good part in your story, because he makes the whole story a story. Like, oh, the good guy flies around and then the story's done. The bad guy makes it bad, and then there's a solution or a lesson to learn. Step 3 isn't as important. It's only for your drawing skills that much. For your covers, I just have to add this information. When you do panels, here I can quickly show you what they look like.
I'll put it in there. It's not letting me put it in there.
As you can see right here, you can always just
I'm just gonna put
these are like panels. So if you like have your like this, it wouldn't go in the center of the page, like on the sides. So this is a panel. This is a panel, this is a panel, this is a panel. It depends on how long your drawings are.
I'll be right back.
Like, they would be a little bit more close to each other. But, like, if you want a drawing that explains, like, the whole chapter, then you want to make a really big panel. Unless, like, that shows a lot of expression. Or you can make a really big one with a lot of writing in it, which will add more detail to your story. So I think that's it. So thanks for watching my video on how to create your own comic book.